Greetings, minions, Genosians, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger playing Empyrion Galactic Survival, and this is episode 11. To begin this episode, we're going to keep in track with Haladmer's challenge, his shipbuilding challenge, which I'm already a week behind on. Essentially, we're building a all-in-one ship, or a base ship, and that's what we left off with down there the last time that I recorded, which, according to my watch, which I do not wear one, that was last week. But since then, well, I've recorded 7 Days to Die for this week. And afterwards, I did some work here on the base, and yeah, it's getting very, very choppy with the frame rates, but I did finish off my greenhouse. So, everything over on this side is the materials that I need to make emergency rations. And then over on this side is pretty much everything else. I got the aqua fruit, tomatoes, pumpkins. I got aloe vera there, and then I got some coffee here. Now I haven't filled all that out. I only had six seedlings. I also had some empty space here, so what I did was I just dug a hole, diggy hole, as Midnight Designer would say. Put a standing light in there, and I put this grate over it, very much like I did with a landing pad. And then I just enclosed everything. And on the outside you can't see in, on the inside you can see out. And then I spent probably about 4 hours taking out an entire mountain. Everything that was built up here, I mean, the mountain was, geez, it was probably about that high, maybe a little higher. It was right up next to this building, and I just took the flattening tool and the drill and wiped it right on out. So we had this nice, lovely lakeside view from our lovely little garden. Isn't that lovely? So we can watch the drones come in and shoot our place up. On top of that, we can also see the dinosaurs. We can also see the salad monsters in all their evil glory. And so I did that. I did go to Omicron. Didn't really think it was worth recording it. But I did that a few days ago. But I went to Omicron. The ship did get a little bit of damage from some drones. Nothing exciting, really. And the only reason why I went to Omicron was to get the eggplant parts. And from that, I made up a bunch of emergency rations. And let's see, this is the new game update where they took the food processing toilet and replaced it with this here. And as you can see, I made 9 emergency rations and 6 large med kits. What the hell, right? So I even have 18 energy pills left over, so I can make more energy rations, or emergency rations rather. Now I've also put in these 2 refrigerators down here. I've had in here before, and these now are the home of a bunch of hams, because who doesn't love a good ham? And then up here I have a dedicated one for wheat, or wheat, parathing fruits, and I have this for spacedarians, all of which I need for making emergency rations. And once I got this filled, all this processed into bread, once I get this all processed in there and the whole thing's filled, then I'm going to make some more emergency rations. You know, the same thing goes with the parathing fruits and the space durians. Once those 3 boxes are filled, then it's time to make some rations. Over here, I have a fridge solely dedicated to making canned meat. And I'm probably going to just snack on one just to top off my edibles. But, yeah, anything other than emergency rations that are perishable, I will be putting them into that bin. Or that refrigerator, rather. Now, another thing of the update had done was it changed the design for the storage crates. They really aren't much different except for cosmetics. So they look a little different. I believe another change that they did was you can get the specific numbers for your character stats. And then they also added in, armored clothing and accessories. I think this go in here. Or it should. It doesn't want to snap in there, apparently. Yeah. Anyways, you get the idea with that. Another update that they'd done was you now have this chart here that tells you how many of the planet's resources you've located. So I have found all of the iron, 4 out of 5 of the cobalt, 4 out of 6 of the copper, all of the silicon, all but 1 of the promethium, and all of the magnesium deposits, as they are located on here. One thing I'm really wishing that they would do is give us a proper compass, so that not only do we know north, east, south, and west, but also up and down, which would help us in space for locating ships that are attacking us or that we want to attack, so we can get the proper elevation, XYZ coordinates essentially. But anyways, that's what they've added in there, so that's a nice touch, so we can know if we found it all. Let's see, what else have they done? I think they just did some cosmetic changes to things. I don't really recall what else there was. And there's a whole list in the change log. You can go onto Steam, look up Empyrion, and in the news updates, I'm pretty certain that they've put in the whole change log into that. So now that that has been covered, I do believe it is time to get into building the rest of the ship. And I've given it some thought on how I want to do this, and I'm still hoping that they would fix the jump. It's a little bit better than it was, but not by a whole hell of a lot. But yeah, to recap what's going on with this ship. We got the cockpit, we got plenty of power in here, we got some oxygen, and we got a constructor. Now we still got to get in an oxygen station, and I'm not going to do that just yet. So this is basically the rear cabin of the ship, and I am going to fall right clean off this thing if I'm not careful. But if you've watched any of my Empyrion episodes, you know that me falling and having a whole field day of trying to jump jet around the place is, yeah, it's something to watch and cringe at. So anyways, let's get some blocks in this bad boy. Make it look all shiny and new, right? So first thing I want to do is put some angles in this thing. Kind of tidy it up, I guess. See if I can get the right angle on this. Of course I'm not... Oh, dang it. I just had it a sec ago. Kinda. And no, I'm not all that great with XYZ. There we go. That's what I wanted. About like that. And see if we can get this in here. Yeah, the block placement around certain objects, like the cockpit and weapons and thrusters, tend to be a bit fussy. Almost too fussy, in my opinion. And you just gotta roll with it, I guess. There we go. Not perfect, but it gets the job done, right? So we'll get this side here. If I can get up in there. It is getting to be a bit jerky for me. There we are. And hopefully this will do a little bit of protection. At least for that one gap that's up in here. And I can't put anything up in there because the cockpit itself is kind of blocking it. So it's essentially it's cock blocking it. See what I did there? Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways. Oh, come on. Is that the right angle? Indeed it is. Alright, so let's slowly, mind-numbingly get that in there. Ugh. Come on, you. Get it in there. Get it in there. Alright, I gotta jump up. Get up. Oh, come on. See, it's reading off of the cockpit block instead of the back, which is kind of a pain in the ass, really. Well, no kinda about it. It just is, right? Come on. Don't make me get the jump jets on. I'm getting the jump jets on. You SOB. You pile of crap. Oh, had it. Alright. Be nice. I'll chill if you chill. There we go. Jeez, oh Pete's. Actually, you know what? I want it further out than this. And do some repairs. And see, did I damage anything else? No. Okay. Excuse me. So let's get a whole block in here. And see, do I want to go one block and then an angle? You know, we'll go 2 blocks. No, I'm liking that more. So we'll go with that. This will help armor the roof of the cockpit a little bit. I mean, obviously it's not going to cover the whole thing and protect it a whole lot, but it'll get the job done. Alright, so that's looking better. Now I want to take this corner out because it's awkward, I think. There we go. So a little repair. There we go. That's lovely. Alright, so we can rotate this right. Nice. And we'll continue this all the way up here. And we'll get the other side as well, because I'm a sucker for symmetry. Actually, it looks like we already did this side. Sweet. So let's get this rotated right. There we are. And there we are. Lovely. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gonna fall right clean off. Alright, so one of the things I want to do before we get any more of the internals done and get all super fancy is I want to get the wings on. Now, for this, we are going to do something like we did when I was building the Star Fury back in the previous season. So I hope you guys watched that and know what the hell I'm talking about. So let's see. We start back here, or well, we could start here. Screw it, because I want to put like a angled edge on the leading part of the wing. Alright, so we got an angle there. Now before we get to that, I want to see if this will actually work. I can imagine things in my head, but putting them into practice can sometimes be a whole other kettle of fish, if you know what I mean. So if we rotate that, not quite. Let's see. Yep, just like that. Isn't that nice? Nice little point on it. Now let's see, what can we do with this? Ooh. Okay, that'll work. And then, let's see. Yeah, it's with a light down there, it makes things look a little weird, but that's actually not too shabby. If I can just get these to fit correctly. Okay, so I'll probably have to take out these angled pieces here. That's really not too big of a deal. So let's see if we can match this up on the opposite side. Because again, symmetry. Alright, so we did... get over there. Back by a hair. There we go. That's nice. And then we did a triangle. Rotate that. And we put... rotate that like so. And we put a triangle there. Much nicer. Get it to snap in there. Alright, so that's actually, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then, like I said, I'll have to take out these angled pieces and replace them with that sharpened edge all around. Gives it more of a wing look. So let's get to this side here. And I want to do angled wings, and I'm going to have a pair of them, kind of like a biplane. And where they intersect, let's see how I'm going to do this. Yeah, just like that. And then where they intersect, whoops, don't go too far. There we go. We'll set up engine pylons. And let's see if we can walk on this just the right way. Rotate, flip. There we go. See, it's coming along pretty quickly now. Let's see if get it over one more block, I think. There we go. See, I have a hard time with the click and drag on this. I know it works, and I know it worked fairly smoothly for me in the earlier parts of this game, the early releases of the game. But I think over time it's gotten to where it skips a little, and it becomes irritating. And I might have to make some more blocks. Which is fine by me. And we're overshooting. Oh, for the love of God. Alright, that's right. We'll just bounce right on out of here. Oh, come on. Come on! See, I didn't even try hitting it that hard, and it... Alright, so let's just catch our breath a sec. Let the damn jump jet recharge. Oh, come on now. See, this is what really sucks about having a computer that isn't really suited for gaming. I mean, obviously I can play the game, but playing it effectively is a whole other beast. And I am going to be working on getting something more tolerable. I feel it'll improve my gameplay quite a bit, and it'll make for nicer videos. It's just going to cost me money I don't have right now, because I am po. You son of a hooah. Yeah, you deserved that. Psst. Yeah, see, this is why I need to make a... I need to design a shipbuilding yard that works for me. Something that takes into account my limitations and takes my weaknesses and turn them into strengths, essentially. Ooh, go back one. There you go. So we'll do about that high for now. That's about the center point for the ship anyway. So well... See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a wing coming down, coming out, and then down, and they'll kind of cross, and then stick out a little bit, and on the tips of each of these wings will be a pod for an engine. So there'll be 4 engines total, and 2 on each side. And then each engine pod is going to be, like the Star Fury, is going to have directionals and reverse. There we go. It's just a matter of getting the height right and making it look good while being able to get it done. And we're getting used to it. I'm getting used to it, I should say. I know I keep talking about we, but sometimes the way I look at it when I make these videos is that you're joining with me and playing with me. So it's a group effort, I think. Alright, so that part's done. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, no more jump jet for me. Regular jump or nothing. Come on, you. Jump like an arthritic chimp. Come on. Almost had it. And I don't even have the jetpack on. So I don't know why this thing's getting all fussy with me. Okay, we got her. For now. Oops. There we are. So let's see, how high are we on the other side here? I think I gotta go up one more level, I believe. And then I gotta go and make some more of these blocks. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah, that's looking alright. Now I will have to taper the roof. Or just box it. I probably will just box it. Box it and streamline it. That'll work. So while we're waiting on we'll get some blocks going. And while we're waiting on that, we shall continue our work. So let's see. We'll make 50 of them. Hell, why not? They're a pretty useful block. There we go. So let's see. We need to get a roof up. If I can actually get on the damn thing. There we go. Good gravy, was that a pain in the ass. Alright, so let's zip. Alright, so this should be the final row. Yeah, and between episodes, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did do a lot of resource gathering, mining, that kind of thing. And I should have plenty of silicon and iron and cobalt to last me a good long time. So let's get a door in. Let's take that out for the moment, or actually take that out. Put the door in. Put this back in the inventory. Now the door, obviously, goes in the center, if I can get it centered. Okay, looks good. Now, Hal, on his ship, he had done it... Oops, it's not going to do it like that, is it? Shoot. Okay, on Hal's ship, he did it where things are sticking out the back. Like an oxygen station and things like that. Which is all cool. He did a hell of a good build on that thing. I think he called it the Turtle. But in my mind, at least from my personal tastes, having things sticking out means things can get damaged. And, if you're starving for oxygen and you're a long ways from an oxygen station, you could be in for a rather bad day. So that works for Hal. Oh, okay, that wasn't cool. Get down there. But it won't work for me. So I'm going to keep my stuff more inside and protected. Oh, crap. I didn't want to build out there. So I'm going to have a block to remove now. Oh, man. Alright, so let's get a roof on. I believe we can fit in this. Let's do a test here. Yep, we can fit in there. Sweet. I don't want to make it so that it's like one block too short, and then you end up having to stoop around just to get inside your own ship. And there is no, as far as I know, there's no crouch button in here. So let's see, control. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh. And get it. Get it. Lovely. So there we are. We're in our sealed coffin. I mean, our ship. So let me switch up to that. Open the door. Get rid of annoying excess block. And see, did I damage these at all? Does not look like it. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I knew that was going to happen. And I'm drowning. Oh, way too much. Yeah, I deserved that. That was my bad. Yeah, as you can see, that's what the greenhouse looks like. I still have some painting to do, but yeah, ain't gonna worry about that. I got some dinosaur friends. Now, instead of just leaving it a block, I might have fins on the top or something. Just something to change the shape of it up a little bit, anyway. So let's get a proper wing on this thing. Let's see, I think we come out to here, don't we? Okay, so we have to go one more in. Not a problem. Oh, and we're over time. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's definitely taking a lot of work. But anyways, please click the like button if you like this. If you didn't like this, well, you know what to do, but at least leave me a comment telling me what you didn't like, and maybe I can do better. If you were bored, you probably didn't even make it this far, but if you did, well, click the dislike, then the like gives you something better to do than sticking your finger up your nose. If you like my videos and you feel they're worth sharing, then by all means, please share them. I would definitely appreciate it, and the free advertising would help. And please subscribe so you can keep up to date with all of my videos. I'm going to be altering my schedule starting the next week. It'll be like Monday the 28th. I'll get back with you guys on what that schedule will be. But essentially, 7 Days to Die, I'm going to wean that out a little bit until Alpha 13 drops, because frankly, there's not much more I can do with it. It's getting boring to me, and I'm sure it's probably getting boring to you. And I just need a break from it a little bit. But I'm not going to stop. I'm just reducing the number of episodes I put out a week. But I will be continuing Empyrion, because I'm still feeling pretty fresh with this game. But yeah, so I'll be announcing the scheduling changes probably in the live stream with Hal, or not the live stream, but the multiplayer with Hal when we record that, possibly Thursday or Friday. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, see you later. Twitch.